guys, it's Rice. If you're new here, my name is Rice. Welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't been posting very often recently, but there's a very good reason for that. As you guys may know, I recently moved to LA a couple weeks ago, and I'm actually going to be starting a new job soon. So today is officially my last day working in tech sales as an SDR. I'm going to be moving on to a more business development / operations type role. So I thought I would just answer some frequently asked questions about being an SDR, show you my day-to-day, and yeah, just close this chapter of my life and my career. So a question I've gotten quite often is, Rice, you're an introvert. I'm also an introvert. How do you like sales as an introvert? And to that I say, sometimes sacrifice is necessary for the greater good.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
If I'm being honest, sales is not for everyone. As an introvert, there are days where I just feel tired and my social battery feels depleted, but in terms of compensation and opening up doors for my career, I would say it's pretty great, especially if you're still early in your career. You can pretty much pivot into anything after sales, so recruiting, marketing, operations, business development, project management. You're never really stuck because sales teaches you people skills and how to communicate effectively. My day starts at 8 a.m. every single day, and the very first thing I do is I check my email and I post on LinkedIn. When it comes to checking my email, it's mostly just like inbound inquiries, following up with existing customers on any requests that they might have. So these responsibilities typically aren't SDR related responsibilities, but because I work in a startup, I wear many hats. So when it comes to LinkedIn, I've been consistently posting on LinkedIn every single day for the past 6 months or so. In the beginning, I didn't have too much traction in terms of actually scheduling meetings, but for the past 3 months or so, I've been able to get consistently around 1 to 2 meetings every single week. This is officially my last LinkedIn post. You can really connect with a lot of customers if you post every day. When people open up LinkedIn, the first thing they'll see is my face. According to my personal experience, it's been quite successful so far, so yeah. So moving on to the interview process, every company is going to be different, but personally, the two main things I think you should know are number one, your standard behavioral questions. So questions like, how do you work in a team? How do you respond to failure? Why are you interested in sales? And then number two, just familiarize yourself with the company's product. Whether that's a software or a tangible product, you need to be able to show that you have what it takes to convince someone to buy this product. It's 10 a.m. and my first client meeting of the day. This means cameras are on. Lumina was kind enough to send me their 4K AI-powered webcam so that I can look a little less crusty in my meetings. Not only is the raw footage clearer than any other camera that I own, but their AI software also automatically adjusts to your surroundings. So this camera is super cool because you can literally play around with a lot of different settings, and then you can even save them as custom settings. When it comes to the meetings, I don't actually contribute that much since my account exec does most of the talking. However, by listening to the calls, I pretty much have the full sales pitch memorized by heart now, and if I were to stay in sales, I think I would be ready to transition into an account exec role or maybe even an account manager role. So I just finished my client meetings and my internal meeting for the day, so now I am free to go to lunch, which is my favorite time of the day.
Lunch?
No, it's not. I like lunch. 然后就 Friday. Friday is my favorite day, and today is Friday, so I'm in a really good mood today.
If I love you, I don't know if I hate you, baby. It's time to get on my way, get on my line. I'm so sick of you just playing games. I'm pretty sure I hate you. I'm pretty sure I love you. After all of this commotion and the pressure that you did, cut my body into pieces and to throw me off a bridge. I think you better say that I'm going insane. More broken devotee, why won't you go away? You say you hate me but you stay and be my life. Why do you want to bring my and let me?
So As I near my quarter life crisis, something that I'm finally beginning to come to terms with is the fact that sometimes your job is just a means to an end. It's perfectly acceptable to not love your job. My time as an SDR has allowed me the flexibility of working from home, as well as more or less setting my own schedule. I had a great work-life balance where I could have the time to spend with my friends, as well as explore new hobbies, and that's all I can really ask for. In terms of overall happiness, I would rate my time as an SDR a solid 7 out of 10. Really great, but also monotonous and draining at times. But overall, it's a great way to gain experience and open doors in your career. A lot of positions also now offer uncapped commission, so if you're a go-getter, it's a really great way to make a decent amount of money. So my afternoons are pretty chill, which is also when I do the bulk of my outreach. Our company doesn't cold call, so I primarily just use email campaigns and LinkedIn messages to reach out to potential customers. Tech sales has taught me that asking and following up never really hurts, and you never really know what you can get unless you ask. Yes, you will get a lot of rejections, but rejections are a part of life. This job has taught me that my initial fear of rejection wasn't all that I thought it was. I think intuitively, we all know that rejection is nothing personal, but working in sales has helped me actually internalize this. The role doesn't revolve around you, but it never really hurts to ask, so just ask. Okay, let's try it. And finally, last but not least, why I decided to leave tech sales. So I decided to leave tech sales because I just don't see myself pitching and staying in sales long term. This was a wonderful experience, but I just can't imagine having to give the same pitch 5 times a day, every day for the rest of my life. I much prefer doing work that's more behind the scenes. In addition, the weekly pressure of having to schedule a certain amount of meetings really stressed me out. If I didn't do well a certain week, my weekends were spent stressing about how I could make up those numbers the week after. Perhaps it's just my personality, but I would much rather have a job where I could just turn my work brain off after hours. Overall though, I think sales is a great first job for anyone, and I highly encourage you to just go for it. Even if you don't like it, you never know what doors it'll open for you in the future.